Hey, good morning, everybody. So listen, let me just start. Let me start with a verse. All right. John chapter 10. It's still a little bit early. I slept in a little bit today. John chapter 10, verse 27. Jesus said, "My sheep hear my voice. I know them and they follow me." My sheep hear my voice. I know them and they follow me. I want to talk to you about following Christ. I told you yesterday that my desire was just that you and that people live close to the heart of God. And we're going to do this by following Christ. So in ancient Greece, they had this sort of peripatetic, I think is the way you say it. It was a peripatetic form of schooling or of learning. And what happened is that the school wasn't in a classroom, it was out in life. Aristotle used to do this. Walking down the road, he would be teaching and stuff like that. In this model of teaching that they had, the student actually went and lived with the teacher. He lived with the teacher. He did everything with the teacher. Everywhere the teacher went, the student went as well. This way, the teacher could teach in many different environments. The student had the opportunity to really write down and mull over what the teacher was talking about. And not only that, but that usually, the lesson was being taught while something was happening, and the student had an object lesson right there in front of them. They had the opportunity to really question the teacher about the things. But even more than that, they had the opportunity to watch the teacher and to see how the teacher lived and to see the teacher's lifestyle and to see the teacher's character. So you can clearly see, if that was in ancient Greece, that the Hebrew sort of rabbi disciple model really was really modeled after that. You can certainly see it in Jesus with him gathering his 12 disciples around them. And the word disciple means learner. It's one who learns. And you can see how they were with Jesus all the time. They could question him. They could talk to him. They could see what he did. They could see his lifestyle, and they could see his character. And so for us to follow Jesus, it's the same thing. We have to be with him every day. We have to be with him at all times. We have to be conscious of him and let him teach us throughout the day in every situation that we encounter. We can see his character. So how do we do all of this? How do we see Jesus' lifestyle? How do we allow him? One is to just be conscious of Jesus. Paul says in Romans, "Those who live by the flesh set their minds on the things of the flesh, but those who live by the Spirit, the things of the Spirit." We just have to develop a consciousness of God in our lives every day as we live and as we walk, and everything that we're going through, just a consciousness of that God is here, God is with me. God, what do you want me to do? God, what are you trying to show me in this situation? God, what are you trying to tell me? Obviously, we have his word where we can read his written word, and we can know what Christ does. We can know what his character is like. We can know the things that we can know what his values are by reading his word and by studying his word, being conscious of God, living in the Spirit, studying his word, spending time with the Lord in prayer, just talking to God all the time, not just like for 5 minutes a day, but how about for all day? And you know that you can be doing something and thinking about something else. You know what that tells me? You can be doing something and praying in your heart also at the same time. So we have to awaken this consciousness of God. We have to begin to follow Christ every day in our lives through his word and through prayer so that we can live close to his heart, so that we can be his disciples, his learners, because his sheep hear his voice, he knows them, and they follow him. So get out there in faith today. God bless you guys. Have a great weekend. Come see me Sunday, all right? Bless you. Bye.